Welcome to another Pike and Shot battle. This is one of a paired match of the custom scenario at Crecy. In this one of the pair, I am playing as the English, obviously. The French army is much larger. Its cavalry are high quality and numerous. Unfortunately, for the cavalry, there's a lot of rough ground here, so that'll mean that the French will have to rely to an extent upon their infantry, which is not very good. Most of it is raw or below average quality. Some of them are not really armed and not at all trained. But numbers can make up for a lot. So if anyone wants to actually read this massive wall of text, feel free to pause and do so. I assume most of us have some familiarity with Crecy. Okay, so we will need to make sure to hold this village here. And what I'll probably do once they get close is push my longbowmen, which have light spear capability as well, into this rough ground. These look like dragoons, but they're not. They can move quickly, but they can't evade, although they do exert a zone of control. So we'll send these men off to the wings to fill in the gaps, and we'll also fill in the center. It's all open ground, so that'll be ground for the men-at-arms to hold. And King Edward III's retinue. Okay. Next turn. Still not sure what kind of strategy he's going to go for. Too early to tell. Certainly have to cover the rear of Wadicore. Okay. Men-at-arms. Oh no, Welsh spearmen, that's not as good. I'll have to do, what do we have? Prince Edward's retinue and the Earl of Oxford's retinue. Very good. Spearmen and longbowmen. And let's keep these longbowmen in the center. Spears and longbows. Irish knife men. Another unit of longbowmen over to this wing, actually. Good. Welsh spearmen. We shift one more unit of spears over. And you lot actually turn. And we'll shove them over in the right flank. We might be leaving our center a little bit too thin. I can correct that if I really want to. Baggage guard. Didn't see you there. Light fortifications. Do I care about losing the baggage train? Ahistorically, no, I don't think I really do care. Okay. Next turn. Okay. What the hell was I doing? Skirmishing longbowmen. Irish knifemen. What? Longbowmen, spearmen, spearmen. Okay. Some reserves, some more longbowmen. Baggage guard, Lightfoot. Fine, fill in over there. King's retinue. I suppose we can just hold it back for now. And more longbowmen. What to do? I guess I could just sit here. Shoot. It's fine. Okay, I think we're more or less deployed until they get closer, and then I can start changing fire arts and the like. Next turn. Okay. Skirmishing longbowmen. Let's get our knifemen in this marsh then. I think there's nothing else to do. Next turn. Okay. Last minute changes. Yeah, you know, otherwise, let's get these a little more centered, but otherwise I'd say we're good. Next turn. I know it seems like a slow start, but there's a turn limit of 20 turns remaining, so pretty soon here he's going to have to rush forward. Now I've engaged in pretty similar careful maneuvering in the mirror match. Very good. Next turn. So this turn we can finish getting everyone in position. What is our range? Leave a narrow lane of fire to cause cohesion checks, but I'm not really that worried about using the artillery. Okay, that seems good. What is the benefit to placing your units on your stakes and ditches? Don't sidestep the question like last time. That's very accusatory. Did I? I mean, basically, it's rough ground, so it's disordering. I mean, it says it all right here. It doesn't prevent me from getting flanked or anything, it just means that there aren't ways to charge around into open. And I would assume these knights are classified as fully armored gendarmes. I mean, yeah, sure, I guess take a shot. They hold firm. Good. Whitefoot. Knifeman. I think that's good. Next turn. I think the Genoese Paviciers are some of the most dangerous troops we're facing because they are actually somewhat capable medium foot. Everyone else is either going to be disordered or it's just too terrible for it to even matter that they're medium foot. The Knights we can pretty much bounce off of our rough ground, which is the stakes, I believe, so long as we're steady and there isn't enough French missile firepower around to worry too much about disruptions from that. That's what, long range, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, do I shoot at the crossbowmen? I don't think I really cared that much about them, but that is 3 units concentrating their fire. So maybe that's enough that I need to care at least a little bit. Cause an extra cohesion check. Loose. Loose. Thank you. Good. Hold firm. Alright, that should be everyone. Next turn. Waste of arrows. There's a lot of men, but I'm having quite a bit of trouble in the mirror match making any progress against longbowmen and, well, rough ground here, but I suppose it's supposed to be the stakes that were set up. Okay. We got here lights and lights. Might as well push up to close shooting range and see if we can get them to do something foolish. Spearman, longbowman. Okay. We'll just shoot at whatever's in front of us and attempt to disrupt. Let's fall back one. I don't really care if these guns get taken out, to be honest. Oh, very nice. That's a long shot. It's not going to do anything anyway. I don't want to turn too much because then they'll get into close range elsewhere, so there's not much point. I suppose I can do that. Not much to show for that first round of shooting. Extra cohesion check on anyone? Maybe who? You. Nope. Okay. Next turn. Too bad. Oh. Wow. Okay. Covering the frag units, that makes sense. Bounce them, good. And bounced again. They're blocked in by their friendly unit. They'll fall back next turn in the melee. I'm under enough close shooting threat, but I probably can't just ignore his missile troops, even though they're not very good. Okay. Let's go for frag. Good. How is this? Mediocre, but the melee is good, so we'll do it. They will probably try to evade and get caught, is my guess. Yep. So these are medium foot, so they do exert a zone of control here, so I'm not going to turn them. These are light foot, so we can push forward to close range. Ah, forgot about that rule. Well, oh well. Hold firm. Now I could do, no, because that unit, might as well neutralize these missile troops, get that done with. Good. Zone them in. Do I want to push these men-at-arms forward? No, I don't think so. I think our melee troops in general can stay in reserve. Although this is tempting. Probably ultimately get wiped out. Yeah, I don't think it's worth coming off the hill. Could send the king's retinue to fight King Philip's retinue. We'll hover menacingly in range. I don't know that I see any need to move, push into that enclosure. I think that's good. Next turn. Good. Oh, damn. Should bounce that. Yep. They're stuck in now. Oh, damn it, not again. Oh! Interesting, but still, yeah, terrible. No breaks for our side yet, but they'll start happening soon as more of our men pursue out of the cover of the stakes. Okay. Loose and javelins as well. Zoned them in with the Welsh spearmen. And here, let's threaten a flank. Protect yourself. Turn to fill that gap. Zone them in and loose, and probably best to start shooting at the crossbowmen. They're the greater threat. Damn. Okay. Light spear, swordsman. Well, I guess I should do that. Might not end well, but that's okay. Let's see. Damn, this flank threat. There's nothing I can do about it. Kind of tempting, but I don't think I will do that. Next turn. We have more of his men about to break, which unfortunately means more of my men about to heedlessly pursue them. I'm especially concerned about the roll-up he's threatening here. Ooh. Well, at least we're uphill. We might get to charge here. I think we're going to get outshot by the combination of peasant archers and Genoese crossbowmen. Yep, as expected here. Bounce that. Good. Oh, unlucky. Bounce that, but this is what I'm, concerned about. Oh. It's gonna tear a giant hole in our line. Break, and we'll get flanked again. Another break. So we're even, 21 to 20. We've got skirmishing longbowmen here. We could charge. Would that do any good? Not likely. Interesting. Why can't we do that? Must be a scenario rule that we can do that. Yeah, fair enough. I'll take advantage. Okay, gigantic gap in our line here. Lightfoot. Do we need them here, or do we have other gaps opening up here with this pursuit, for example? Don't really want to charge again. Huh. Let's work on... I can't prevent that flank either. Work on breaking these peasants, I suppose. so they don't rally up and flank us even more. Charge in. Interesting. Move and throw. I think I will risk my men getting flanked. And I just made a mistake because this is not Field of Glory 2. These men still exert a zone of control. So I can't charge here anyway. Oops. Let's see. Drive them along and see where that takes us. Okay. They're just trapped there. Okay. Well, I was feeling pretty secure when it started, but not so much anymore with all the pursuits. Next turn. It's unfortunate. More pursuits that we don't want. Interesting. Huh. Good. What does that do for us? Not that much. As expected. And again, as expected. Yeah, I do wonder how this scenario would play out if it was in Field of Glory 2, where the longbowmen wouldn't just like leave their strong defensive positions to chase circling foes. It would probably be, from a balance standpoint, impossible for the French, but it kind of made it feels a bit weird the way it's depicted here. Failed to save this unit then. Oh, oh, that is very bad. Okay, well, don't break. Fine. Pour in some arrows, that does the trick. Zone in this unit. In fact, just charge them. Good. Turn and face these rebos. And... Huh. Nothing much we can do here, just hope they don't rally behind us. Let's try for it. Good. Not much I can do there. Yeah, this is a puzzle. If I don't zone these, you can flank, but I really want to get that frag as well. I guess I'll shoot for the frag, then turn and face. Try to fall back out of charge range? No, I can't. I don't have the movement. I don't know if I can pull this off. Next turn. Break. And we disrupt. Lovely. What does that do for us? Frag. Damn, they held firm. Good. Alright, maybe that'll help stave off defeat. Held firm for impact, but doesn't tell us anything about how the rest of it's going to go. Held firm and bounced it. Good. Yeah. continuing the destruction of our left flank. Still up 6%, at least before any pursuit charges. We'll lose this unit for sure. Disruption. Okay, so our center is about to cave. There really is nothing we can do about it. Let's be ready to flank charge this unit. Good. Where can you go? Slowly turn around. Can only hope that we rally. Oh, that's awkward. So to get out of charge arc of this unit, we have to push forward, I suppose. So we have to get away. So move around that way. Frag. Maybe? No. We have medium foot. Probably need to make for the rough ground to not get trampled. Good. What else can we do? Not much. I could charge, but we might just get disrupted if we do that. Do I have a choice? Not really, we're running out of time. Doesn't solve the problem of this unit. I guess we move forward one tile. That's all we can do for now. It's looking grim. Sesame Johnson says, "I've broken your line in some places. I think this had to be an overwhelming victory for the English. Had the battle turned into a mutual bloodbath, the English winning a close one would have put the small English army in an untenable position in France." I don't actually agree with that statement. Not that I think it's wrong, but just that I don't think mutual bloodbaths were really a thing in this era. You won or you lost, and the side that lost suffered terrible casualties, and the side that won generally didn't. The side that lost, they get cut down while trying to run away. Their wounded would all have their throats cut, and their deserters wouldn't come back. The side that won would actually get some kind of medical care, and more importantly, the vast majority of the killing happened when one side started to run away. And even setting aside battle, I think a bigger deal was disease when stuck in a siege that had to drain far more men from an army overall than pitched battle, especially a victorious pitched battle. Of course, I'm not too clear that this is going to turn into an English victory here. There's that frag we were waiting for. Hmm. $50 to $48. Ouch. It's going to go higher than 48 because we're going to get flanked. Pretty good chain break there. Okay. Well, let's work on this frag unit. Push towards the main engagement. Same with you. Skirmishing longbowmen. How's this? Okay. Get in a flanking position or work on the King of Bohemia and his retinue. Let's get in a flanking position. What about a frag? Then we can't pursue for some reason. We were just in a melee, that's why. Turn and face then. Can get frags. Let's see, I suppose we'll do that. I was hoping for more. Get ready for another flank. If we stay in this enclosure, we should be fine against a nightly charge. King's retinue's freed up. Interesting. Who do we fight? These knights? Do we turn and threaten no one because we can't reach anyone? Alright, straight into the enemy cavalry then. Next turn. Oh, very nice. That's to be expected. Question is, will we cross over 60 before next turn, or will we have a little bit more time? That could have been bad. We get more time. Good. Maybe. Unless we break on contact there, that could hurt. Okay. We're going to get flanked here unless we can try to force a break. You rout them and then maybe they'll fall back? No. Okay, so we're going to get hit in the flank then. Alright, what else can we do here? Not much by the looks of it. Let's get that charge off. Maybe we'll rear charge in the meantime. Break. Skirmishing longbowmen. Not quite close enough. Let's get that flank off. Good. Zone of control lock. And that's not the path I thought it would take. Well, too bad, I guess. Cover that tile, then shoot. Good. Turn, and shoot. Longbowman again. And the king. Send them into battle. If we get enough breaks, we could pull it off this turn. It's close though. Okay, looks like we've reached the end. 60 to 54, not exactly a clean sweep, but I suppose I'll take it. Very nice. Extra few percentage points. Should update shortly. Oh, another weird charge. So the king's retinue is just riding around wrecking everyone. 64. I already mentioned my critiques of the scenario in the mirror match video. In terms of what I could have done for a better result than a barely scraped by win, I wonder if I shouldn't have deployed a line from here to Wadikor. So lights in here, and then of course hiding in these stakes here. So a line like here, and then along these stakes. These are enclosures, so they protect me against charging cavalry as well. So a shorter line, a more concentrated line, in a smaller area to have to put my heavy infantry, and then maybe even so concentrated that I could have had a few units in reserve, so that when some of my men inevitably foolishly left their positions in pursuit, I at least could have plugged the gaps instead of just getting rolled up. But I think it's honestly a harder multiplayer scenario for the English than for the French. This was very close. When I played as a French, it wasn't that close. I won pretty handily. So, yeah, like I said, I'm interested in seeing how this is portrayed in a future Fog 2 medieval DLC, although I think it'll be a while. My guess is that they'll do Crusades first. And then after that, maybe the equivalent of the tabletop Storm of Arrows army book. So, one more. There we go. A good game, Tessam Johnson, and till next time.